Yeah, I'll be honest. The most dangerous part about the Steam version of Cookie Clicker is that it has cloud saves. It's like it's impossible for you to lose your save file, pretty much, unless like you intentionally disable cloud saves and then delete it, or like go into Cookie Clicker and delete your save, which you can do. I should make that like a donation goal incentive, is that I'll delete my Cookie Clicker save for a charity stream or something. You know, actually, I need to talk to my team, but I wonder if we could make that like one of the like alternative side goals for for the hot potato. It's like if they raise $500,000 for charity or something, we'll all delete our Cookie Clicker saves. Because that would actually be kind of perfect. If we raise like a ludicrous sum of money for Doctors Without Borders, my whole team agrees to just delete our Cookie Clicker saves. No, not all of it, just that one spot, please. I apparently have hiccups. Help. All right, so we have a handful of visitors. 3 guests, it looks like. You should be able to play it on Linux. Yeah, but if they were playing the web browser version and they deleted their web browser with all of the cookies attached to it, then you lose your save. Yeah, if it was the web browser version and you uninstall the web browser, it's gone. Because it ties itself to your web browser. Which means if you didn't back up your Cookie Clicker save, your Cookie Clicker save is gone! And you know what? That's okay. It's just a video game. Not even, like, the greatest one. You know, I'm like one of those weirdos who refuses to uninstall old OSs. Like, Whoa! Well, someone just died. Who was that? Cyrolac! No! I'm sorry, man. I, apparently accidentally dropped a big heavy rock on you. I am sorry. It wasn't intentional, I swear. Whitcoat is now the chief medical doc, Dwarf. Also, some migrants have arrived. Well, sorry, Bread Knight, you gotta... Oh my god. Gonna need Bread Knight to go. Because you still have the old problem from before. Bambool. Taco Nuva is here. Look at that. Hello, Taco Nuva. It's good to have you back. Okay, you're a mace dwarf, meaning you're going to join the military. Drinks on Taco Nuva, y'all. You heard that. Gotta hold Taco Nuva to their word. Let's make X Mechanics Workshop before I forget to do this. Meaning I also need to go up to here. Make a coffin. I'm not actually sure what caved in. There must have been something above it that I didn't realize was above it. Because it certainly caved something in. I'm just not entirely sure what. It's one of those, obviously something caved in. I'm just not sure what caved in. Making that coffin. Going to take a small set of up-down stairs down here, and we are going to go this way, just a little bit over this way. And this. Right here will be the beginning of a row of tombs. So Cyrilla can have a proper burial, because I feel bad. I feel bad. Quite bad, actually. All right, Dwarf. Dwarf. Anybody? I hope somebody places that coffin quickly. Okay, coffin's done. Just a matter of doing that. It's all priority number 1. Go diagnose the patient. I gotta get the other one back up and running. Need empty bucket. Ponce, thank you much for the host. Chat, could I get a round of beers for Ponce? Dude, cheers. I need a bucket. E. Do it now. Although, more so than a bucket, what I need is water, actually, which currently we don't have anywhere. So I need to, even better. I can have a well, and I can have, a tavern in the, or a well and a place for bodies in the same spot. This is very convenient. Look at that. See? So it's all water. So you're going to dig all this up. Okay, so we're going to get all this water in here real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it back in. Let's just do this. So how's your dwarf? Not dead. Although you almost died. Your left hand is currently mangled beyond recognition, so I'm hoping that you're right-handed. You are a miner. And currently I am putting your work partner into a coffin. What happened? Oh, I know what's happening. I mean, I literally just figured out what happened. Did I just kill Taco Nuva? Yep. Well, no, not missing. Found you. Taco Nuva, sorry. Probably wasn't using it anyway. I figured out why it's caving in. Sorry. I thought I already did this, but apparently I didn't. More blood for Armok? Clearly! Apologies, but I just squished you. Time to make another one of these. And another 2. You both died in the exact same place. I guess that's what friends are for, hey? Was found dead. Reason, badly crushed. Well, I mean, it happens. Rip Taco? Yes. Rip Taco indeed. Anyway, I need a new miner. Maybe even 2. You can have mining. I'm going to take you off of stoneworking. Grab a pick. Same with you. No, I already selected you. Same with you. After you make that coffin. It's been 0 days since the last cave-in related death. Gotta break a few noggins to make a few forts, apparently. Crush a few skulls to make a few forts. No, maybe not masonry. Oh. Let's try another one. No death this time, though, just a shock. Left the stupid lake, only to get his skull crushed. Yeah, well, have you ever heard of head smash and buffalo jump? Well, I mean, on the bright side, it means that we get to give you a new dwarf in this fort, right, Taco? Taco Tuva, more like. It's like Taco Tuesday, but... All right, let's fill all this up. Before it fills up. Or it could be Tuva, T-U-V-A, or Taco, T-O-W-V-A. I don't know. It's like Taco Tuesday, but with a va in there somewhere. Taco Junior. Taco Jr. has to be a restaurant. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go to Google Maps. And I'm gonna type in Taco Jr. Taco Jr. There's a place called Taco. Okay. Okay, I'm not that. Scroll. There is a Tacos Jr. And where is this? In the middle of Colorado Spring, or actually just north of Colorado Springs. Apparently they're in Denver. Apparently there's a Westminster there. I just learned. But yeah, there's a Tacos Jr. There's actually a lot of Tacos Jr. in that area. It's like a local chain. There's Tacos L Jr., which is in Iowa. Ah, wait, hold up. Even better. I just found Tacos Jr. with an S, so it's spelled T-A-C-O S-J-R. I found that. That's about as... That's in Illinois. South Chicago. So Tacos Jr. is in fact a restaurant in Chicago. You found one called Taco Juniors? So how has nobody named a restaurant Tacos JR? Just that specific. Come on, dwarves. It's getting wet in here. Let's fix it. Still not wet enough to dry, so... How deep is this water? 107? Is it? Please don't tell me you can't. Okay, they didn't cancel it yet. Not yet. Took a little bit too long building this stairwell. He feels... Dwarves don't actually mind water. They just don't like drinking it. Standing in it's fine, though. On the bright side, aside from the blatant safety mismanagement, I think this fort's going pretty well so far. I think the design for it's pretty nice. Okay, let's see if we can do this safely without any more cave-ins. Days since the last cave-in. Again, nobody deaded. It's fine. Days since 0. I don't think anybody else has been flattened. Nope. Only 3 are dead and missing. Only 3. One of them's a cow. Only 3 are dead and missing, and one of them was a yak calf, okay? It's only 2 dwarves and 1 yak. I don't know what you're complaining about. This seems like a very good safety record for a dwarf fort. Anyway, it's not a problem anymore because they're already dead, okay? There's no reason to cry over something that's already not feeling anymore. And a fucking cow. Okay, we slaughtered the calf. We didn't kill the calf. We slaughtered it. That was intended murder. The other two were unintended. That was just collateral damage from fort construction. You will never hire me to build your fort. What about your house? I'm significantly more careful in real life, I can confirm. Even better if I was actually like a housing contractor. I'm kind of taking the construction design from the last fort to its extreme with this one. Gotta break a few cats. It's just like postal brain damaged. Well, at least we can't milk cats, because... Gotta milk a few maggots to make a fortress, if you know what I'm saying. What, you gotta milk a few maggots to build a fortress? I should just tweet that with no context and see how many people figure out that I'm talking about Dwarf Fort. Also, I mean, come on, I gotta have some accidental cave-ins, because if there's no accidental cave-ins, where's the unintended comedy? Like Takanuva saying, "Yay, I showed up, beer's on me!" Dunk, you're dead. I mean, come on. That stuff's pretty funny. Lemon brings the what now? Yes, Lemon brings the... You just said what? That's why the Dwarf Fortress Bugs Twitter account is so funny. Oh no! Another thief! We must protect from stinking filth. Where is it? Oh hey, another kobold. Oh hey, it's Glinkus! Welcome back, Glinkus. Now go away. Chew you. Shoo. Run off. Glinkus returns, Glinkus leaves. Oh, interesting. So they're called Threatdweller. They have no important leaders because they're kobolds. Also, Elamino is now the Baroness of Mostern. I don't know if Elamino's here right now, but Elamino is now the Baroness of Mostern. Also, the king is dead? What? Hold up. The question marks about this faction continue. So this faction's leadership is now made up of Wilmer, the outpost liaison, Unib, the diplomat/monk, Mistim, the Baron consort / Mostern clerk, Besmir, the Baron of Maze Labors, and then Kubak Elamino, the Baroness of Mostern, who's one of my dwarves, and then the Queen. The king, who was an axe dwarf, is gone. Wow. This faction keeps getting better. The king has been 100% the queen gelded him before or after he died. Yes. Oh no. It's dark, but I kind of love it. I already forgot. What are you talking about? Who's gone? I don't know what you're talking about, Orange. Bar block. Actually, gonna remove all these. And then I'm gonna put a bar block stockpile up here. Actually, maybe not up here. Let's put the bar block stockpile down here. Bar block. Just no metal. Or other materials. This fort looks like a dwarf with a beard? Which part? Not sure. It just kind of looks like a box right now, but... I mean, not intended, but... There we go. Our little well is filling. Okay, we need mechanisms for a well. You can have engineering. Currently, all the dwarves are just bringing shit inside. Have to wait for that. Hey, Wilmer is here. Welcome, Wilmer. As well as the dwarves who are here to trade. Look at that. I've sent 2 wagons. Unfortunately, we don't have any armor for you yet, or any cut gems for that matter. Or any gems at all, really. And I guess that means we need to assign a broker. Looks like Cutest Ghost gets the job. Cutest, you can also be our bookkeeper. Which means the one throne in the fort gets assigned to you. Hey, so the king died, pretty much. King? What king? We have a king? I didn't know that we had a king. Well, Wilmer says, I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. There's much to share. We've updated your map. What requests do you have of our merchants? Anvils, please. Let's discuss what we're willing to offer you for your craft worship. I've finalized the export agreement. Feel free to go over the damn documents. And Wilmer says, farewell, Whitcoat. I look forward to our meeting next year. Our fortunes rise and fall together. I kind of do like that my dwarves are sort of just taking over this whole fort, or this whole faction. I kind of love that bit. That bit's great. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, what? Apparently my finished goods stockpile vanished somehow. What was I gonna sell? Bellinair, thank you very much for the raid. Chat, can I get some beers for all the raiders? You wonder if you could go into Legends mode and see details about the king dying? Yes, but not right now, because I'm in Fortress mode currently, which is actually one of my biggest annoyances about Dwarf Fort. I've always wanted to, Oh, did I not make any wooden things? I guess I didn't. All right, guys, I still got nothing to sell you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Plenty of plants. Yeah, I really don't have anything I can sell them. Yeah, no, I mean, if I were to go into Legends mode, I would find out exactly what killed him and all that jazz. But, Belle, any good demos from today? How was the stream? I'm going to have my work cut out for me tomorrow, just going through and checking out all of the demos that everybody recommends, which is a lot, turns out. We are building a new fortress because the other one got really annoying to manage. And to anybody coming over from Belle's stream, you probably know who I am because you've seen me frequently, but hello, hope you guys are all doing well. I just got key for Starship Troopers, so I'll probably play, I don't know how much longer of this I'm going to play, but kind of depends on how much longer chat wants me to play, and whether or not I split this VOD again for YouTube, but I'm going to play some Starship Troopers tonight, so there will be more opinions as to how good it'd be. Also, chat, Bransomeware needs a sub if anybody's feeling generous. I've only accidentally killed 2 dwarves in this fort so far, so I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good. All right. I'm going to fill this layer in again. So much random ass stone that I get to deal with. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter. Enjoy the ad-free viewing of Ransomware for the next 30 days. Courtesy of an Anonymous Gifter. Cheers, Anonymous. Jack, can I get another round of beers for Anonymous? Being chill. That's a lot of blocks down there. And thank you very much for the first notification of money in 1 hour. Much appreciated. Last one was Rhinestone's resub. All stone forever with all that? What do you mean? With this fortress, or with all of the stuff that I've dug out? This ain't that much, if that's what you're suggesting. Fortress attracted no migrants this season. Oh no. I might need to do the thing that I've done previously. Where this fortress just stops getting migrants again from the faction. Yeah, we're 4 days travel away from the mountain home, which isn't far. Life will be hauling. You should have been here for the early day. Actually, you should go back to Long Death Part, like, 5. From way back when I was just digging out this huge hole in the ground. This ain't that much. We've already cleared out a chunk of it. I mean, all of the stone that was outside is already gone. We're beginning to cover bits of this stuff down here. So, I don't think it matters all that much. This can go to Cutest Ghost. Cutest, you can also be my manager. Wendigo, thank you very much for continuing your gift sub from Eggman. I was like, wait, what? Nothing happened. Why did a sub train or hype train thingy pop up? Confused. All right. Well, thank you. Make some rock mechanisms. Get a lever done. Chat, can I get a couple more beers? I know it's been a lot in the last couple minutes, but can I get a couple more beers for Wendigo? Also, investments are open. I feel like my bot might be having an aneurysm. Yep, my bot's like giving up. Let's restart my bot. There you go. Okay. The bot's had to do too many beers recently. A few too many beers in the bot in the last couple minutes.
Always happy to catch your streams when I can blind.
Well, thank you for the $5 as well. Cheers, dude. Thanks a ton. Thanks a ton. It means a lot. It really does. If anybody else is sitting on a Prime sub, you should pop it right now. We'll jump straight to level 2, I think. Or that. Whitco, thank you very much for gifting a sub out at random. Cheers, dude. Thanks a ton. There you go, see? Like I said, jump straight to level 2. You're going to be going to bed? A bit earlier than last night. You sleep well, dude. We will see you week after next. I will be back on streams return, rather, on the 28th. Yes, it's 28th. Just under a fortnight? Yes. God, Fortnite means something so different now. Such a shame. You know what I mean? Such a shame. But I hope that you've been well, Wendigo. Hope life's been good. Also, if anybody wants a dwarf, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 available. For this little tiny tower that we're working on. I swear it's going to look more tower-like in a few minutes. I do swears it. Just like Golem. You'll take a dwarf? Alrighty. You're just fighting an infection you got from one of your sets for your insulin pump? Oh no. Ooh. That's nightmare fuel. Do you have any preference? We have a crafts dwarf, 2 masons, and a miner. Miner appears to be kind of a dangerous job in this fort currently, but those are my available jobs currently. You'll take the miner. So this dwarf has killed 2 or 4 goblins total in drowned waters. We'll see how long you last. Yeah, sure. Wendigo. She felt euphoric due to inebriation and was annoyed at the lack of chairs. Well, I do need to make you chairs. You're married to Bembul, and you're a casual worshiper of Lemouche, who is the deity of Chaos War and Fortresses, and your husband is one of the Masons. Yes, husband is one of the Masons. You're 84 years old, born on the 7th of Obsidian in the year 129. Her very long hair is braided, and her ears have nearly fused lobes. She has a broad chin, and her lips are thin. Her cinnamon skin is slightly wrinkled, and her hair is pale taupe with a touch of gray. Her eyes are brass. She's absolutely inexhaustible, amazingly agile, and rarely sick. So before I do anything else, I am going to put you into the one military squad I've made. Oh, never mind. You're already in the military squad. That fits perfectly. She is 84 years old, born on the 7th of Obsidian in the year 129. Her very long hair is braided. Her ears have nearly fused lobes, and she has a broad chin. Her lips are very thin, and her cinnamon skin is slightly wrinkled. Her hair is pale taupe with a touch of gray, and her eyes are brass. Once again, scrolling down. She believes that the acquisition of power over others is the ideal goal in life and worthy of the highest respect. Believes it is important to conceal emotions and refrain from complaining, and dislikes coordination and does not really value skills related to fighting, but dreams of raising a family. She is not driven and rarely feels the need to pursue even a modest success, and she is slow to anger, and she is very stubborn, and she is often nervous and doesn't handle stress well. Why are you in the military? Hold on, I'm gonna remove you from that squad, actually. Just doesn't matter if you have kills. Like, reading that description, you shouldn't be in the military. She finds obligations confining, and she is conflicted by this for more than one reason, and she doesn't seek out excitement. She occasionally overindulges, and she is grateful for when she's grateful when others help her out. She tries to return favors, and she sometimes acts with little determination and confidence. She finds helping others to be emotionally rewarding, and she generally acts with a narrow focus on the current activity. She is quick to form negative views about things, and she has a greedy streak. She is a friendly individual, and she is pleased by her own appearance and talents. And she has a very distinct laugh when she's excited, and she needs alcohol to get through the working day and doesn't really care about anything anymore. Chat, can I get a big round of beers for the little hype train? Thank you very much, guys. It means a lot. Because I am, like I said, about to go on vacation, so funding is helpful right now because I'm trying to, like, cover a week where I won't be here, if that makes any sense. So thank you very much. Also, Whitcoat, how have you managed to dodge all of the gift subs that have gone out? Like, I'm actually kind of impressed. How long you've managed to just dodge them. Fucking magic, clearly. Like, you definitely, like, put all of your skills into dexterity for this Twitch account, I think. Certainly seems that way, anyhow. Dodge this, motherfucker. It's a pity that you don't get text-to-speech on those, Orange. But, Orange, thank you very much for gifting us up to Whitcode. This magic appears to have worn off. Turns out. But, like, I say that because, like, Whitcode has been here, like, when there's been, like, 5 and 10 sub drops on multiple occasions. But thank you very much, Orange. It was a spiteful mobile sub? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Mobile subs are bad. You paid extra just to say it? Well... I think it's probably safe to say that it was worth it, yeah? Was worth it? Well, that's good. Let's go up here. And down here. Well, I mean, is it worth it to just say fuck ads, Orange? Because, like, I'm so frustrated and annoyed with Twitch as of late because of all of their insistence on ads. Chat, if you guys can figure out how to block them, don't feel bad. That's all I have to say. Sweet. So, you guys have like commented that these walls are very straight, right? Well, my plan here is to slowly build inwards and make it into a circle. That is the plan here, is to slowly build inwards and make it into a circle. So it'll be kind of a boxy exterior with like an interesting looking interior. That is the goal for this setup. It's a pity it's all brown, but it's what we have on the surface, so we're going to work with it. Absolutely, Orange, yeah. You know, I had a bad idea at one point recently where I was like, you know what? I should make my, So do you plan to build a big hole? That's long death. You know, I thought about swapping out some of my bits badge or bits emotes to make them into actually useful emotes, and then I was like, you know what? No, I've got to commit to this. this bit. Since I've committed hard enough to like make the emotes the first time, well, it would be bad if I went back on it now. So, okay, let's just get rid of that on the side. Just do it from the top down, not the bottom up. How do you manage your refuse pile? You have to keep add because it keeps filling up. I usually have some sort of garbage compactor close by or like hole down to lava, and I make it into a garbage dump, and then I occasionally just empty it into either the garbage compactor, so a drawbridge, or a I have a hole down to lava and drop into lava. Commit to the paywall? Yeah. I don't know what OBJ is. What's OBJ? Be like? But yeah, that's how I deal with it. You know, we're almost on year 2 of this fort. I haven't started farming yet. People claim this game is difficult. Bad copy thing? Oh. Well, you got it, so. Chat, how do you manage your refuse piles? What's your go-to strategy? Drawbridge? Dump it into lava? Throw it in the river? What do you do? You refuse? Ha ha ha. Orange, tell me you don't play this video game without telling me you don't play this video game. You refuse. Dump it outside. Most of your forts die before that strategy stops working. That's, you know, like the honest answer that I was hoping for, you know? It's like, just give up, basically. Hope it doesn't become a problem and don't worry about it too much. Yeah, this is true. Good biomes have... Actually, I'm kind of curious. What is our food supply? Let's go to drinks. Let's see what we're drinking. We're drinking finger mullet beer, potato wine, radish wine, sewer brew, fisherberry wine, river spirits, sunshine, and dwarven wine. Look at that. We've got sunshine, the most valuable beverage in Dwarf Fortress. Fucking miraculous. In one of those cloner things where it falls a few levels? Drop it in one of those corner things where it falls a few levels? You need some sunshine? 'Cause you're my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Also, I don't know why this makes me proud, but Long Death has 1 download. 1. Or rather, the save file for Long Death has 1 download. I forget, I'm gonna... Did I not post the VOD for Long Death? I did that yesterday. Guess I didn't. Shit, I apparently forgot to export the VOD for Long Death yesterday. Oh, chat, stop me if you care. Or rather, if you don't care. Starting June 28th on 2022, creators will no longer be able to add VODs to a rerun queue from the video producer or start a rerun from quick actions. Instead, creators who wish to stream a rerun must select a new rerun checkbox when editing their stream info before broadcasting pre-recorded content. Why? Reruns were originally introduced to help communities foster connection by enabling creators to play past videos and potentially chat along with their viewers while they were away. However, the usage of reruns is extremely low. No shit. Because less than 0.2% of creators use reruns feature. 0.2? Jesus Christ. 0.2% of users use the reruns feature each month, and viewership of reruns is drastically lower than VODs. No shit. The live streams, the live streams we constantly hear from viewers that reruns are confusing and then frustrating, and they visit Twitch looking to connect with streamers in real time. When they discover the stream is actually a rerun, the streamer isn't present, it can be disappointing. By removing this functionality from the dashboard, we limit the number of creators who can passively restream archived VODs, which will help preserve the live and unedited nature of the Twitch experience. Sorry, but that's just funny to me. Twitch attacking the 0.2%? How are they attacking them? I mean, chat, does anybody here know... What? What? No, okay, never mind, that was old. Does anybody here know any streamers who actively use reruns? And does anybody here watch reruns? I mean, I call my YouTube, like uploads reruns, but aside from that, does anybody here actually watch reruns? Like, I know this maybe isn't, like, the most mainstream Twitch audience. The titties. Oh, are you saying that titty streamers use reruns? Honestly, the only part of Twitch that I know that actively uses reruns, that it does well, is ASMR streams. That is the only part of Twitch that I know that uses reruns. Bob Ross isn't reruns. That's live, technically. Like, quite literally, it's technically considered a live stream. But yes, touche. In other words, we're killing a feature that dilutes our value proposition. Literally, yes. So there's 24 hours of content every day of the event. Well, so here's the thing, right? You still have the option to label a stream as a rerun, but the difference is instead of having it built into Twitch, you'll literally have to take OBS and point it at pre-recorded content. But you'll have to run OBS on your computer instead of Twitch doing it natively. That's the difference. So reruns will still exist. It's just Twitch doesn't officially support them anymore, basically. But that's interesting. That you know a pair of streamers that do that. Like, I don't know. I did one once. I got a Prime sub, and I lost a lot of followers and got insulted in DMs, sort of. Well, actually, I had somebody whisper at me saying, "Why are you rerunning? Are you live?" Which, I'm asleep. So. As an engineer, it sounds like a mea culpa from marketing. What? That they're gonna still allow it, sort of, but not. I mean, to be fair, everything sounds like it comes from marketing when it's like a site like Twitch. Everything sounds like it comes from marketing. Because it probably does. Wendigo's mining. Marketing or law. Yeah, it's either the legal team that it came from or it came from the marketing team, yeah. I mean, to be fair, literally nobody cared and nobody used that feature, from what I can tell, except for ASMR streamers. Like, that is the only group from Twitch as a whole that I know of who actively used that. Okay, let's drop a well down here as well. A feature that I really wish was better on Twitch, though, was watch-alongs. Although everybody that I know who does, like, those... What are they called? Prime somethings? The when you use Amazon Prime Video to watch a movie on Twitch or a TV show or something. The one real benefit the one funny thing about that is the people who run those now that I see, the people who still actively do them, because I know a few channels that still actively do watch-alongs, but the way they do them is they'll have a countdown timer, so anybody who doesn't have Amazon Prime can just like get version from Sweden or somewhere else and just watch it that way, which I think is funny. It's like they're still like promoting and actively allowing people to steal the content, even, but just doing it in a way that it's like, oh, this is fine. Yeah. I just think it's kind of funny. Chat, do you guys think this looks cool? Watch-alongs are neat. Yeah, I do like that feature. It's one of Twitch's best features. The only reason I don't do more of them is because, I don't know, show of hands, how many of you guys have Amazon Prime? I mean, I just ended my sub, but like, how many of you have Amazon Prime? Because you literally can't watch them unless you have Amazon Prime. Just show of hands. Not beers, just hands. Like, raise your hand. Say yes, me, or press 1. I don't know. Also, there are fairies floating around. Got rid of it. 1. I mean, it's actually not. It's maybe a higher percentage than I thought, but. So you use it when you want. Oh, that's pretty awesome. What's a watch along? Oh, Twitch has a feature where you can watch anything on Amazon Prime through a stream, but in order to activate it to be able to watch it as a viewer, you have to have Amazon Prime yourself. I always forget the name that they have for it, though. Watch party. That's it. They call it a watch party. Because for some reason, everything has to be a fucking party. I guess because people watched a lot of Wayne's World. Come on, dwarves. This fort is going to take 1,000 years to build. Wait, hold on. I've done that, and no, it wouldn't. I don't know what Crunchy Pill is, but please tell me that's where you get your meth. Actually, it'd be more likely you'd get that. That'd be where you'd get your Ritalin. Anyway, yeah, no, that makes sense. That's like, what, the holy trinity of streaming services? Well, I guess that's technically 4, but... And Hulu? Hulu's available in Canada? Since when? I remember trying to buy Hulu a couple of years ago because I wanted to watch something and it wasn't available. Unless you have, like, American Hulu or something. But as of last time I checked, Hulu was not available in Canada. From the guy in tidy whities. Right. Is he also bald? Okay, so it's not available in Canada. So he's... Oh, right. Also, you drive down to the States all the time, don't you, for work? Yeah, that would make sense. Or as they call him, Mr. White. God, Breaking Bad was a good show. Such a fucking good show. There you go. Let's unforbid both of those. Best part about this is we're almost done digging this thing out. Considering chat earlier was informing me that these dwarves are cursed to haul for the rest of their lives, it's like, just wait until I have to build another layer of this. Trust me, we'll they won't be hauling for their entire lives. Just the next few years. Oh. Well, then you don't pay for Hulu. I guess you just have... I guess that's why it's an and Hulu and not, like, listed in the original line, you know? Enjoy my vacay. Cheers, dude. Hopefully there will be stuff up on the YouTube channel over the next few days as well. We'll see you when we see you, Raz. Cheers. Thanks for hanging out, man. Hope you enjoyed the stream today. Are you headed to work then, I guess? Assuming you're still doing third shift. Also, I'm kind of surprised that you have an American phone, Orange, and not, like, a Canadian phone that can go across the border. What's the benefit? Because, like, I have unlimited roaming on my phone for Canada and the US. Like, I don't have to pay roaming charges if I go to the States. You'll catch me on the flip-flop. So I'm going to be taking next week off. Just a heads up. When to go. Gotta just plop that in the chat for anybody who missed it. But just keep that in mind. I will be back, but it'll be a little bit. I'm going to Quebec. Visit my little sister and hang out with this orange fool in the chat. And if anybody else is in the Montreal area and wants to hang out, shoot me a DM on Discord the next few days. Unlimited data versus 50 gigabytes of data. It's weird that they don't... If you're paying for like an unlimited data / 50 gigabytes of data plan, you'd think that they'd just give you the unlimited roaming while they're at it. But like, weird. All right. Sure. It's a weird phone plan though. Alright, so let's also go around here with all that. Get them to mine that stuff out. I'll come back. Alright, let's build another layer. Slower than it's not the roaming, it's the slower than dial-up throttling after 50 gigabytes high-speed okay, I getcha. That sucks. Yeah, see, I mean, I don't use much data, so my phone has 2 gigs of data on it, which is like almost nothing, right? So... But it's also... I'm thinking about downgrading to a cheaper plan because I don't even use that anymore. It kind of depends on how much I end up using while camping. But I've been thinking about going back down to like a gig of data because I don't use it. It's just like lost money at this point. All right, so right in between those two, Let's say, how far apart is this? You, right to there. And you, perfect. All right, it's gonna be the center. 70 plus on your American number. I mean, I'm assuming you're watching Twitch on data right now, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's how that works. Should have added cats to your fortress? Why should you have added cats? Vermin aren't that much of an issue. Vermin are one of those things that used to be a much bigger issue in older versions of Dwarf Fort. But really, I completely ignore. It's one of those ignorable things that you can take seriously if you want, but don't need to. You just keep the vermin and never grow food? Do you just like hunt and fish and like gather food? This is actually really neat looking. Like, this is a really cool looking fort, if I do say so myself. Oh, okay. I see. You just let the dwarves catch the vermin instead. You're mean. Holy shit. I'm assuming that's probably mostly a joke, but... like, sheesh. Okay, phew. I was about to call some dwarven rights unions or something. Because I got to admit, that's one of the meanest things I've ever heard someone say they do to their dwarves. Yes, no, there was one time I trapped a bunch of dwarves in a cavern lair, and I looked at this screen, and then suddenly I was just like, it was like searching for small creatures. Like, what the fuck's that mean? And they're all like trapped in this small room, and they're just like eating dead mice, very thirsty with a little thing of muddy water, and they're just like sipping from the muddy water and like eating dead rats. And it was like, ah! I felt so bad. But it was fine. Sorted it pretty quick. Oops, wrong spot. All right, there we go. Those inside bits get forbidden? Of course they did. Also, we're making some rock doors, which means I can get to smoothing this inner bit. Yeah, I feel like in order to discover that dwarves search for vermin to eat them when they're starving to death, in order to discover that, you need to screw up pretty badly or accidentally get a dwarf stuck somewhere. Usually what ends up happening, though, is they just starve to death and are sad. That's usually what ends up happening, at least I find. Let's brew drinks from plants and brew drinks from fruit. This must either have been the most boring fort in the world to watch so far, or an absolutely fascinating fort to watch. And I think that there's like no in between. Because so far I've killed 2 dwarves. We've had, what, 2 kobold thieves and some visitors show up. And the king is dead. Really curious to see if we get a new king. There's a ton of stuff happening around. I mean, it's barely a fort right now. It's a box with a box on top. But I do have ambitious plans for the fort. Not the king. Oh, it's fine. He was gelded. You have a trapper, but apparently live hamsters are gnawing their way out of confinement, and it's a very popular thing to do. Okay, fair enough. Per wiki, and it is a bug still. Yeah, I generally just ignore vermin. You can grow more food than... I've never actually had a fortress have problems with vermin. It's like, yeah, they do eat your food, but just the strategy is generally just grow more food. Oh shit, I just received a sock pop. A 3D adventure game that they've uploaded. Cool. Need to redeem that real quick. Put that in my itch.io so I remember to take a look. But yeah, no, this fort has been nothing if not, like, surprising. Like, definitely there is stuff going on, which is nice. It is good to have a fort that isn't just, you know, a kind of a stale thing, which is always kind of my worry. I always worry that I'm going to build forts that people just get bored of watching really quick, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I don't believe I've ever really gone out of my way to use the trapping mechanics, Pele, for Dwarf. It's just not something I've ever really messed around with. It's never something that I've quite felt was necessary. So. You fell asleep for a while? Well, you said that you were done with work and gonna go do other things, right? Good morning. Well, I hope you slept well. Maybe not good morning. Good day? Good sleep? Hello? Welcome back. I'm still building this thing. It's starting to take shape, though. The plan that I had in my head is working, I think. You did miss a hype train, I think, though. But hey, some people got gifts bestowed on them, and that's good. Huh. I just got an encoding error. OBS, are you okay? Hopefully there's no visual hiccups on screen. Don't make OBS man? Well. Not trying to. It didn't seem to have crashed, doesn't seem to have crashed OBS or anything silly. It was just a brief encoding error. Dwarves are just bored. They don't seem to mind the fort all that much, but they are quite bored. And embarrassed after sleeping without a proper bedroom. But hey, at the very least, they have bed to sleep in and food and mugs. Or rather, I think rock cups. Rock mugs. They have sippy cups. Bedrooms are a phase. Bedrooms are indeed phase 2, yes. I thought you were saying bedrooms are a phase, like being emo is a phase. Being a surly teenager, it's only a phase. 28 and I'm still a surly teenager. I'm pretty sure that you are aware other people exist and also have feelings on their own, so perhaps not a surly teen anymore? Oh, I'm aware. Question is, do I care? But, I don't know. I was aware that people existed when I was a surly teen. Why do those keep getting canceled? What? Clearly not adamantine if the hamsters can chew through it. The Hot Fires wishes to join Threatdweller for the purpose of entertaining citizens and visitors. Chat, do we permit the Hot Fires to join the fort? What do you think, chat? They are hot, and they are probably on fire. They're probably named after that elf that caught fire and then ran a whole bunch of steps and didn't die in the other fort earlier today. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. When I come back, I'm gonna take your guys' decision very seriously. Just to Phineas. Thank you for the 20 gift subs. Mr. Anderson, Ulfsalot, Q-Compare, and a bunch of people I don't know. Cody Hayden, Critty, I'm looking for names I recognize. Disco, DJ Soulful, Mr. Fabulous, Limbasa, I know all those people. A Wild Satspot, I miss Limbasa. Limbasa was cool. Haven't seen them in a while. Thank you very much for that. I'm gonna go take a piss. I will be back in 2 seconds. Also, Frog, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Torpid. Cheers. Also, hi, Space Pirate. How are you? Is that Daffy Duck? Someone actually got it? Holy shit! Thanks for the $5.80, Space Pirate. I'm gonna let the Hot Fires stay here. They get to join us. Also, if anybody's wondering why hype trains aren't going off, it's because one went off like 48 minutes ago, so it's not gonna hype train it. But thank you very much for the 5 gift subs, Anonymous. Cheers. So just a warning, those aren't gonna work. Not gonna hype train. But thanks a ton. You guys are extremely generous. What the hell? You have a gift for obscure knowledge. That means that you might do pretty well in Jeopardy. Chat, can I just say? So I just allowed 3 visitors into the fortress. Right? They're all elves. An elf, animal caretaker, an elf, poet, and a elf. Weaver. Yeah. And obviously they don't worship the same gods as our faction because they are, your superpower is made completely useless by Google. What? Knowing random facts? Obviously they worship gods that aren't the same evil gods as the fort that we're in right now, right? Oh, so Rolf got one, hell yeah! Anyway, so they seem to worship just like a whole bunch of deities. The Pillars of Gladness. Yeah, they're all Pillars of Gladness. But the one that this person is currently worshiping is the god of rainbows. Or rather, actually, hold on, sorry. The poet is a dwarf, not a, Yeah, and he's from the, so a dwarf from the Pillars of Gladness, which is a different dwarven civ. So this is a dwarf from the Pillars of Gladness. He's fucking worshipping rainbows. That's very funny. Now, Jules. Okay, gems and rainbows. This is a faction, and all of our deities are like torture, misery, death, decapitation. Newbie comes in from a poetry group. I like rainbows. Oh, that's amusing. That is funny. All right, well, can't give you jobs yet, but I look forward to being able to give you jobs. But, so, rewinding. Dr. Phineas, thank you very much for the 20 gift subs. You're crazy. I love you. Frog for Hire with gifting 1 sub. Space Pirate with the $5.80. And then Anonymous Gifter with 5 community gift subs. Thank you very much. You guys are too kind. Vacation send-off? No kidding, dude. Looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's not too fucking hot. That's actually, like, my biggest concern is, like, Montreal's in a heat wave right now, and I don't want to joke about starting a band and calling it Canadian Heat Wave anymore. And what? The thing is, Canadian Heat Wave, actually a really good name for a band, but like we were joking about this last year, and I don't want to have to do that again. I might have to. But thank you, seriously. My biggest, like, dumb anxiety right now is thunderstorms. See, that I'm okay with. I'm okay with thunderstorms. I like thunderstorms. Wait, what? Oh, did I never finish this? I guess I never did. Audio! Hello, how are you? Good day. Building a new fort, because the other one got annoying. Specifically in the, oh no, everybody has a fever and nothing works properly anymore kind of way. Saying hi, have a good vacation, work is actually going okay, hell yeah. Trying to do some things to enjoy yourself, such as saying hi fast. Well, go do what you gotta do, man. You have a good time at work. And have fun in San Jose, which is where I think you are right now. Also, unrelated, but we're only 15 subs away from the goal. Wasn't expecting to get anywhere close to that, but holy shit, we're 15 subs away from the goal. You want to ride a roller coaster? Go have fun. Go ride the roller coaster. I don't even know what roller coaster is close to there, but go ride it. Okay, I think I'm going to start building outwards from in here. I'm pretty happy with the shape. So we're gonna start building outwards from in here. Does strike from a were creature... it has to be a bite. Scratches are fine. At least in my experience. I've heard mixed reports, but I'm like 99% certain scratches are fine. Bites are the only issue. Speaking of, Selawik, I'm sorry, I gotta expel you. Because you've got the fever. Zakos, I also gotta expel you, I'm sorry. But hey, at the very least, we're getting another migrant wave, so that's good. Good lord, they all have the fucking fever. Sathatos, I have to expel you. Thrower, I gotta expel you. Oh, man. You think it's only bites that tear the flesh? Don't all bites tear the... I mean, if somebody bites it and it's deflected by armor, yeah, obviously it doesn't matter. Let's just run through these real quick. You're fine. Lab chimp made it? Nope. You gotta go. This dwarf's good. This dwarf's good. You're not gonna have anything to fish here because everything is frozen year round. Oh shit, dank penguin withdraws from society. What? I have to expel you. Alright, dank penguin. You go make your artifact, then you gotta leave. What are you going for? Craft store shop, probably? Oh. Probably a clother's shop, actually. If a bite draws blood, they're doomed. Is that the specificity? Yeah, I don't know. I so rarely even take damage from them now that, I'll be honest, I kind of forget. And he's claimed a clother's shop. The fever contagious? No. I just don't want to have to deal with dwarves being here that have it as a problem. Because it's a huge bother. It's just super duper duper annoying to deal with is the main issue. Because everything that they make is lower quality. Just as the base example. Everything they make is lower quality. Everything they do is slower. Yeah, it's a problem. And I'm just tired of dealing with it more or less. I just wish I could send them back to the place where they came from instead of just having to expel them. Because I just feel bad when I expel dwarves. Is that marble? That is marble. Hmm. This might be some of the longest, one of the longest periods of time I've ever taken to build a floor of a fort. One of the changes I'm waiting for and anticipating the most. It's snowing! I was curious to see if it was gonna snow in this fort. Look at that! It's snowing! I'm sorry, I don't know why I got so excited about snow, but I channeled my inner Kiri for a second. Look at that. Snowing! Snowing! It's snowing. Hell yeah. Awesome. And Wendigo, the miner, is giving birth to a boy. Baby's in the fort. It's snowing. Mid-spring. Weather's lovely. Joyous. I like that it doesn't snow until springtime. I wonder when the scourge of... and we have unicorns! Look at that! Unicorns on the mapu. We have unicorns, it's snowing. What more could we want? Truly. Cage them and all will be good? What, the gnomes? If you expel Bitten, you're dooming them to go back home to the rest of your faction. My favorite thing to deal with were creatures is simply seal them off in a room amongst themselves and let them build their own forts individually, separately. You could expel them. Expelling them's fine, but you doom the rest of your faction if you do that, sort of. Dank Penguin has begun a mysterious construction, finally. Using what? 2 pieces of pigtail cloth and yak calf bone. How do you isolate them in a specific room? I mean, it's complicated. Usually what I do is either wait until they go to bed and rest, and then build a wall around them, or I put them in a military squad by themselves and then tell them to go stand somewhere and then tell everybody else to build a room around them. Or you could lock them into their own burrow and then seal them off in there. Basically quarantine them in their own chunk of the fort. Basically, I treat them as like, oh, it's not your fault kind of thing, because, you know, they probably defended the fort trying to fight off that were-creature, so it's not their fault, right? It's not, they didn't tantrum and punch a statue and become one, at which point then they should be thrown into lava. They're not patient zero. They did good work trying their best, and they shouldn't be punished for that. At least that's how I do it, but you can do it however you want, really. Everything is so much better after your nap. There are unicorns on the map. It's snowing. There's a new force. 20 subs got gifted. There's elves in the fort worshiping rainbows. You should nap more often, dude. But yeah, that little room in the middle there is going to either be a temple or a tavern. What do you got? Chat, does that look more like a temple or a tavern to you? Zunter, aka Dank Penguin the Weaver, has created Rashgur, a sheer pigtail skirt, and claims it as a family heirloom. And it's called Fisher Trade the Harmonies of Attack. This is a sheer pigtail skirt. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with bands of yak bone, and it is made from pigtail cloth. This object menaces with spikes of pigtail. On the item is an image of the Lovely Fist, an adamantine figurine of all empires named in pigtail. Think it's more of a temple? Yeah, I could see it. So chat claims it looks more like a temple than a tavern. Going around the edge. Building all the bits and pieces. Where do I use Dwarf Therapist? Nope. Do everything manually. Okay, let's see where I screwed up. That sounds terrible. That's a stupid opinion. No, I play this game because this is more enjoyable for me. Dwarf Therapist very much takes me out of the immersion that I get from Dwarf Fortress. If you want to be silly about it, you can say things like that, I guess. What is that? Oh, I have a named nanny goat running around. Should probably pasture that somewhere. Do I look like I'm having a terrible time playing right now? Do I look like I'm having a hard time managing my dwarves? Do I look like I'm not enjoying myself? When have I ever complained? I'm very confused as to why you have such a strange opinion. Then what exactly sounds terrible about me enjoying a video game? Honestly, the only unenjoyable time I had playing Dwarf Fortress was the one time I tried playing it with DF Hack and it crashed 5 times in one stream. I was like, yeah, it's not worth it. So I think that if you want to play Dwarf Fortress with Dwarf Therapist, be my guest. But please don't tell me that me enjoying a video game sounds terrible. How much time have you seen me spending on labors in the time that you've been watching? I've probably done it so quickly that you didn't even notice. It's not much slower. It's slightly slower, but no, not really. Not time consuming or a bother. In fact, I think it's easier. And I also don't have to tab over to an external piece of software to play a game that I'm already playing. I think it's more efficient, actually. Did it take longer to learn? Probably. Right, walls going in the middle. But I think, honestly, one of the worst parts of the Dwarf Fortress community, in my opinion, is the assumption that playing the game the way it was built is terrible. And it really sucks, and I wish that that wasn't the case. Elomino, hell yeah, dude! Dude, I got good news for you. First off, thank you very much. Chat, can I get a round of beers? Because Elomino used to be rich. That's a lot of view time. Cheers, dude. But I got good news for you. Really good news for you, actually. In fact, maybe even great news. Check this out. You're the Baroness of Mostern. Mostern, not Mostern. Mostern. You're royalty. You're fucking royalty, my dude. Granted, that means you have to hang out with the Gelder Queen, but you know, you're a lady, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah. Nice indeed. But yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, oh, hell yeah, another one of my dwarves made it into royalty, which makes me happy. It's nice to see my dwarves doing something with their lives, you know? Instead of just wasting away. Royalty who used to be rich? Well, yeah, obviously, you probably became royal by giving all your stuff to the crazy Gelder Queen. Also, the king has vanished. There's no longer a king. In the time between this fort and the other one that we did in this faction, the king vanished. At some point. So, there is that. So I'm not saying that your life is in danger, but maybe watch your back, yeah? Something's going on at the capital. But we're now in a good biome, on a mountain that's also a good biome. We had all of our booze stolen almost immediately from a bunch of oh hey, the snow melted by a bunch of gnomes, and I'm building a box with shapes in it, which so far I think looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And we've been streaming for 9 hours and 15 minutes. But yeah, no. In regards to the therapist and stuff, back when I learned the game initially, I never used Dwarf Therapist, and I never used DF Hack. I didn't actually know that they existed back when I first played this game, way back. And then when I got back into it and started streaming it, I had a few people tell me that I should use it. And I tried, and my main reason to decide that I shouldn't use it for streaming is everybody's insistence, or maybe not everybody, but a large portion of Dwarf Fortress's wider community's insistence that it is both, one, impossible, and two, extremely unpleasant and time-consuming to play the game without DF Hack and without DF Therapist. And I've kind of just committed to this at this point, where playing the game is less pleasant for me with DF Hack and DF Therapist. Certain things are more convenient, this is true, and slightly faster. But for me, I feel like I know the game a hell of a lot better than people who use those. My muscle memory is better, I can play the game faster in-game, and I don't rely on external tools that take a long time to update when new versions of the game come out. And because of that, I've just kind of opted that it's just way better for me to just not use them. And I'm just not going to, because it's a bother for me to use them. And I also want to prove to people that, yes, you can in fact play this game without it. Considering I've kept Long Death, that one fort specifically, alive for 400 years, literally, in-game, without using Therapist or DF Hack, and without frame rate problems. I think I'm succeeding in my goal. So. To this wacky faction. Hey, this faction's kind of, it's charming. It's wacky, but it's charming. They're like the wacky racers, but of DF. And the game is saving. It is now summer. So I think I'm going to finish building this center section, this temple thing, and then I think we're going to go check out that Starship Troopers game. How does that sound, Chad? Stretches. At which point, I'm just going to play it on easy. I don't really have any aspirations to play it on a hard difficulty. But I would like to know more, and I don't want to get raffle stomped, so. And RTSs tend to raffle stomp me. You know, we were talking the other day about games that have, like, painful to look at colors. This is a game called Melatonin. Apparently it's a rhythm game. Ow. 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 It looks cool as hell. But ow. God, everything is so freaking bright. Holy shit. Anyway. It looks really cool, but my God, it's bright. Like, Lord almighty, that thing is bright. Starship Troopers, yes. Also, chat. I think I found a game that might be for me. It's cheap. Its graphics looks like they came from MS Paint. It's got hexes and a lot of stats. This actually looks kind of awesome. But I'm also pretty sure that all these graphics were drawn in MS Paint. Is this just like MS Paint Battle Brothers? Is what happens when you combine a tactical RPG, mercenaries, dinosaurs, and wiener dogs, and your motley crew of mercenaries to a pixelated dominance in a dynamic, procedurally generated world. This looks like something I would play. Straight up, this looks like MS Paint Battle Brothers. You're doing a Legends dive? Are we gonna get a wiki page? Someone literally just commented if there was like what's it called? Somewhere where they could download or read like all of the history. It's like, is there like a public document somewhere? And I was like, well, yes, but no. But yeah, no, every 100 years. So you'll get one at year 500. Ah, jeez. Did I screw this up? Shit. Get it. Oh, no, actually, no, I didn't. Okay, sweet. Dwarf suspended the construction of a ramp. Why? Probably because another dwarf was standing on the ramp. Okay. I don't even know why they suspended that one. So let's let them finish building all this. Let's also increase the priority of this to up higher. This fort looks real cool. Real cool in a completely different way that all the other forts I built recently look cool, which is what I need. It's like, it is kind of a box, but it's a box with a circle in it. Weird lopsided circle because one leads to the entrance. Okay, well, they've canceled brew drink because they need empty food containers. That's fine. They're canceling give water because they need an empty bucket. And then we don't have empty buckets. What a shame. Unforbid that now. Also unforbid that. Perfect. Dun 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 dun. And then we can go all the way up here. And as they say in Mortal Kombat, finish him. And hopefully take a bunch of boulders from beneath it with. And there they go. That's going to be our little temple. Have you found anything interesting, Space Pirate? I know the last person who did a Long Death Legends dive was Stone, and the main thing that they found was that almost all of the invasions from the Eternal Adventure of Time, or not Eternal Adventure, but like the faction of the Eternal Adventure of Time, which I can never remember the name of for some reason, but that the faction for Long Death, specifically just the majority of their attacks are just like a single piece of livestock. It's usually like a donkey or like a cow, which I think is very funny. It's like they're constantly invading the goblins with like, but they sent a donkey. Or like a couple cows or a dwarf and a donkey. It's like, we're invading the goblins with a horse. I'm really curious about how many forgotten beasts and stuff are still alive. Makes them sound more like DoorDash delivery. They're just delivering what's it called? Here, you ordered a camel. Here you go. It's a work trained camel, but it's still a camel. Oh, you're gonna eat that? Okay. Here's a donkey. It's a work trained donkey, but oh, you're gonna eat that too. Okay. Here's a bear. It's a work trained bear, but oh, you're gonna eat that too. Okay. Like they're just sending them Lunchables on 4 legs. All right, that corner over there needs to be our priority as well. Llama, ram, goat, bunny, bull, donkey, llama, bunny. There you go. I'm going to go over here. We're going to remove that zone. And this is going to be made a new zone. Horns of Cremation. And that is our temple. That is our new temple, which I think is pretty nice. We're gonna make some tables. And some chairs. And some more migrants have arrived. Would you look at that? They brought a baby goose. Animal trainer. Woodcutter. A weaver. I think you mean a stoneworker. You also mean a stoneworker game. A dwarf that has to be expelled. Sorry. Strand extractor for some reason. I think you mean metals and stoneworking specialist. And a few more geese. Heck yeah. Up to 35 dwarves. Already have a higher population than the last fort. Less beds, though. I like the idea that they're just like Goblin DoorDash. I'm just delivering dinner to the goblins via stabbing them in the head. Can I just say that reviews for Starship Troopers Terran Command are very funny to me? It's a lot of references and memes, but it's amusing to me. It's nice to see the Starship Troopers fandom get something nice for once. So far, you found your dwarf. You killed Athros II, and you were crushed by a ceiling. Yep, this is true. All right, I only just noticed that line. But, I mean, honestly, I think that dwarf deserved it. That you killed Athros II and, you know, also got killed by a crushed falling ceiling. I think that I think it was deserved. I think that I think you had it coming, frankly. All right. Well, this is the fort that we will be continuing when I get back from vacation. What are down blue arrows? Oh, it means they're thirsty. They need to drink. If they're blinking down blue, it means they're thirsty. They're dying of thirst. It means you need to give them booze. You're not providing them with enough booze. So provide your dwarves with more booze. Oh, shit. This is the first year the creek actually melted. Look at that. You have a creek now. God damn. That's kind of cool. It didn't melt last year. It stayed frozen the whole time. That's kind of neat. But yeah, so far, I think that this is a pretty fine start to this fort. One other thing I really want to do. Oops, that's the wrong button. But yeah, brown arrows mean food. They need food. White means they're drowsy, I think. Yellow means they're frazzled. Red means they're depressed. Blue means they're thirsty. There's a couple others. But they just get, like, starkly more rare. The further down you go at that point. All right, let's just finish that. And dig out this. Obviously, you know, not the inside of the fort as well. That would be a little bit questionable. All right. That, I think, is part 1 of Fort 2 of this faction, or at least the end of this stream, for this part of the stream. I think that I'm going to save. We will come back to this fort after my vacation, and we will begin. The word there is begin. Continuing working on that fort. I think that that's going to be a pretty solid one. I'm quite excited for it, actually. Quite excited. But stream itself isn't over. We've been streaming for 9.5 hours. We're going to go play Starship Troopers Terran Command. We're going to go see what that game's like. Partially so I can talk about it on the podcast tomorrow. But also because I got key for it today. So, goddammit, we're going to go do that. So if you're sticking around, if I could get a round of beers, that'd be fantastic. But we're just going to let Dwarves save in the background, and then we'll set it up. We'll get us moved over to the correct directory. Apparently I can't spell trooper. Tropper? The wrong letter twice. There we go. Starship Trooper game. There we go. Perfect. Means I should be able to close that. I can close that. Do that.